Hello and welcome to Anastasia Tarot and Vedic Astrology. I'm Anastasia, and up today is an Oracle deck review of the Mercury Oracle by Neef. I was initially attracted to this deck because of its square shape. I'm not a fan of these ginormous, huge decks, and as you can see, this has square cards they fit pretty comfortably into your hand. The deck comes in a nice sturdy box. I'm not a huge fan of the box. It opens like a drawer, which is kind of nice, but this part of the box is open. So again, not a huge fan of that because it does make me a little bit worried that the cards are not quite as protected as I'd like them to be. But it is a nice sturdy box, and there's no extra packaging, which I'm not really a fan of either. So that's nice. It's just the basic box that fits the deck, which is pretty huge. I think this is an 84 card deck, but it fits just the deck and this guidebook. So the guidebook, as you can see, this is a pretty extensive guidebook, and there's a lot of, he gives a lot of spreads, and he seems to have his own system. I'm saying he, but I don't know, he, she, whoever Neef is. So the spreads look interesting to me. I tend to just read oracles intuitively, so I haven't even really looked at the guidebook much, but one thing that I do enjoy about this deck is it has cards for all the planets. And then again, it goes into this whole system of various different cards. The elements are here. But let's get into the flip through. So these cards are not in any particular order. I purchased the deck and started using it right away and really enjoyed using it. And I couldn't quite discern an order. Again, there's a system in the guidebook, but I didn't really see that there was much of an order that would matter to keep the cards in order. One thing that I really like about this deck, it's very geometrical, and the color scheme is bold, but it's subtle. It's primary, but there's a little more subtlety to it than just, having sort of primary colors screaming at you. So I like this color scheme. That was very attractive to me. And I was attracted to the name. I have Gemini rising, moon in Virgo, so a Mercury Oracle seemed just about right for me. Burn your boat. I find that card very interesting. So the graphics, this is a really graphic deck. It's design intensive, a lot of graphic design to it in these, geometric forms. And again, that resonates for me. And each card has a little title on it: follow your heart, go, get moving. So again, as someone who reads oracles intuitively and doesn't really want to muck about with the guidebook too much, I enjoy that there are just these short summaries for the cards, which allows you to take in the imagery and simply interpret the card intuitively. The deck also seems neutral, which is something I like about it. Some oracle decks are, they're extremely positive, and they have a really light and uplifting vibe, which of course is lovely if that's what you're looking for. But I do prefer these oracles that have a balance of light and dark and neutral energies depicted. So that to me is something I enjoy working with this deck, that it has a neutral kind of an energy to it. Employ chaos. And there seem to be pairs of cards. For example, this one is sleep, and there was an earlier card that said don't go to sleep. So that's interesting that there seem to be these pairs of cards. And this one is find water. There are cards for all 4 elements. Find earth, find water, find air. Here's find air. Here's find fire and find water, and are in there also. Find spirit. So I guess we have all 5 elements. The cardstock has a little bit of a plasticky feel to it, but it is at least attempting to be textured or have some linen. Here's find fire, or to have a linen feel to it. So it is somewhat shiny and plasticky feeling, but there is some texture, so the cards aren't super slippery or anything. Use your lock as a key. Interesting. So the deck definitely has a modern and graphic feel to it. But I also like, there's something earthy about this deck that I like. It's not trying too hard to be beautiful and foo-foo. It's it has a very matter-of-fact graphic design to it. Harmonize with patterns. Love that one. Heal your past. I think something we all are working on. Ooh, conceal yourself. Interesting. contact the other. Some of these are a little bit difficult to read with the black frame. Create. Dispel all illusions. Avoid your fate. Well, that one's kind of interesting. Can we avoid our fate? I don't know if we can. Zoom out. This is one of my favorite cards. And here's the elemental card, Find Earth. Rise above it. So as part of the original deck, there are cards relating to the planets. I separated them out because I bought the Astrology expansion pack, which I'll show you in a moment, but these are from the original deck and I separated them out. No divine timing. And so all the planetary cards are in the original deck. The sun, the moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter. I love that depiction of Jupiter. Venus, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, which they show in its flipped orbit, and so that's quite interesting. Good for this deck for showing Uranus correctly like that. And Pluto, which is not actually a planet, but some astrologers do like it. So that is the complete deck that comes in the Mercury Oracle with this guidebook. There are various different expansion packs. So being an astrologer, I bought the Astrology expansion, and I have mixed feelings about the expansion because to fit the expansion packs into the box, I can't fit the expansion packs and the booklet into the box. So I have to keep the booklet separate so that I'm able to put the extra cards into the box. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, ooh, Leo, that's a great Leo. Virgo, also quite nice, I like Virgo. Libra, I really like all of the Zodiac cards that he has. Again, I like this modern graphic design take on the Zodiac cards. And there are various different expansion packs. I bought the Astrological expansion pack. And one other, which I'll show you in a moment. And so that's the final sign, Pisces. And there is also a small Yantra expansion pack. And I enjoy meditating with yantras, so I bought this one. And again, I have mixed feelings about the expansion packs because you kind of just get some cards and some, you know, little pieces of paper that I'm not really sure what to do with. So mixed feelings about the expansion packs, but I do really enjoy the artwork. And so if you enjoy meditating with yantras, so that was your flip through and honest review of the Mercury Oracle by Neef and the Astrological expansion pack and Yantra expansion pack. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. This is a new channel and you can help the channel grow. May you be blessed by the wisdom and intelligence of Mercury. Namaste.